Hello there everyone and welcome to another exciting episode of Customer Support Secrets. Today on the episode we have a wonderful young lady who is going to share her experiences about her role as a product manager and how she uses that to delight customers. Winston Churchill once said that those who do better plan than those who do not, even though they really stick to their plan. So guess what, if you are watching me for the first time, don't forget to subscribe. If you're already with a fan, don't worry, like, share, comment, and let's have a discussion. So today we are going to have a wonderful young lady, like I said. She'll tell us everything about her role as a product manager and how she uses that to delight her customers. Hi, Nandama.
Hi, Esenam.
Wow, how are you doing?
I'm great, and how are you?
Fantastic. How was your day?
My day was quite busy,
Great.
if I'll be honest.
Good. Asiedua, tell us about yourself. I know you're Asiedua Nanama, but let us know a little bit more about you.
Okay, so like you mentioned, my name is Amma Asiedua Debrah-Apomah, but then officially I use just Asiedua.
Okay.
Right, and I have the privilege to work as the product and platforms manager of DreamOval Limited. I actually started my career in IT in 2013 after I obtained my bachelor's degree from KNUST. And from that point on, I joined DreamOval as a product engineer. My first project I remember was Xylo. It was a ticketing system.
Okay.
Now we had quite some interesting events where Xylo had to scan. We used Xylo to scan tickets for VGMA
Events. Okay.
Exactly.
Right.
And now fast forward, I helped the team at the point fresh out of school with no idea what product management was. I helped the user experience team to come up with the UI, the experience for the customer. I helped with testing, and then eventually I realized I actually had a passion for product management. Right now, fast forward in 2015, when we were about to launch Slightly, once again they needed a product manager on the project. I worked with the user experience team, I worked with sales and marketing, I worked with the customer support team. Once the app was live, I worked with partners and even had the opportunity to solicit feedback from customers.
Right.
Yeah. So currently in my role, right, I see myself as the CEO of the product, right, because that's exactly what my role entails.
Right. Well, the last time I interviewed Esther, she's also a product from KNUST. I see that there are a lot of, thumbs up to all the KNUST people. So what do you do currently in 2019? Currently, what do you do as a product manager?
Okay, so as a product manager, right, I mentioned earlier that we are the CEO of the product. It's not to say we are the boss or anything. It's just to say that once we hear from the customer, we bring that feedback home, right? We brainstorm with other team members. We have the opportunity to sort of sit with different stakeholders. So my role makes me work with different facets of the company.
Right.
I work with executives, I work with customer support assistants, I work with sales and marketing, I work with even the regular salesperson on the ground, security.
Right.
Any role involves soliciting feedback from customers. So when I say customers, there are two types: the internal customer and then external customers, who we call our users.
Okay.
So I work with all these team members. We brainstorm. Once I get the feedback from the brainstorming session, right, my team and I sit down to come up with what we call a straw man product roadmap.
Okay.
Right now, the roadmap is not set in stone. It's not a set of laws that the company is supposed to go by. But it's just supposed to help the executive committee, basically made up of the CEOs and whatnot, to come together and come up with a strategic direction for the company. Once that is done and everybody has buy-in with the product roadmap, once again, product managers are not bosses.
Okay.
All we are doing is contributing, saying that we've heard from multiple people in our ecosystem, and this is what they say they want. What does the company need? So we're going to scope it out in a product roadmap. Executives will prioritize. So they say that, okay, you said you wanted to fly to Mars. Can we do this in the first quarter instead of the last quarter? Can we decide to build the rocket ship last? Can we launch a man into space before you kind of understand what I'm trying to say? Right. So once we finalize details of the roadmap, then we move on to the next step where we bring the people who are actually going to work on the product At this point, you're going to bring the project manager, you're going to bring the development team, you're going to bring testers, you're going to bring customer support team members into one room, right? And you put up everything that everyone is proposing to work on. That has been prioritized. We pick up the items and we break them down into packages that people can work on, right? Once that is done, we work. So basically, as a product manager, at this point, I'm more of sort of a consultant.
Yeah.
So everybody says, is it
one
exactly?
Okay.
Is this what the customer said they wanted? Yes. Okay, fine. So then at that point, when they ask you, you say yes, and you explain what the customer said they wanted, and they go in and break down the feedback into sort of work packages. So, okay, I want to go to the moon. All they take to go to the moon. That's when the development team actually sits down and breaks it down. Once they're done, they're going to start working. Where we come in again is after they sort of do the building, they'll come back and say, is this what you said you wanted? We say yes or no, go back to the place. So it's not that we are acting as bosses, we are just saying, oh, the customer said we wanted to go to the moon, but what you are doing right now is taking them to Mars, so now you can just relook at it again, right? So from that point on, once we have finalized and validated the work they've done, we go back to the customer, invite them over to come and do testing to say that you told us this is what you wanted, we relayed the information, we are the charmers, were we right? The customer says, yeah, we are happy with it. Then we work with sales, marketing, we train the entire team, the entire organization, make sure we provided the right tools for the customer support team to work with, right? And then the product is
right. That then clarifies my point that customer service is not the only team responsible in delivering a great customer experience. You've mentioned marketing, sales, product manager, and all the stakeholders within the organization. Now,
Exactly.
Product manager, project manager, they keep confusing me. What is the difference?
I'm glad you asked this question. So think of, first I'll start by defining what a product is. A product is anything someone will use.
Okay, great.
And then a project is sort of like a set of deliverables within a specified amount of time with specified resources. Now the goal of a product manager is to make sure they come up with a product that people love. The goal of a project manager is to make sure that they deliver projects within budget with a specific group of people. So now the difference between the two of us, we work together, mind you. Project managers manage resources, they manage time, they manage budget. When all the teams have sat down and done the brainstorming and said, we need an app, for example, the project manager sits down with the team and comes to an agreement, we are delivering this in X time. The product manager is in charge of strategy. Where are we going next? What does the customer want? So we normally do the research, we do the testing with the QA guys. Even in during development, we do testing, some level of testing. We are not QA guys, but then get the opportunity to work as QA guys because we are sort of validating what they've done. So remember that our goal is the product you delivered, making the customer happy. The project manager's goal is, have we done it within budget? Is it on time? Okay. If the two of us don't work collaboratively, the project fails. Because then again, it will mean that, because if you allow product managers, you can bring in all the things that are messy that they want without identifying that we have a resource constraint. Right. But the project manager puts the full stop. We don't have this
kids, everybody.
Exactly. So they sort of bargain to say we can do this in this time. You get what I'm trying to say?
So I know that as a product manager, right, you need to establish a vision, you create a plan for the team and all that. Are there any constraints with regards to the other departments, synergy? What are some of the constraints that you face?
Ironically, right, to be a product manager, you have to be a people person.
Okay.
Now, one of the constraints I've faced in my career is the fact that I was conditioned to work alone and excel at it, right?
Okay.
Now you have to break out of those bounds and include different people in your space. You understand? To make the customer happy. Because ultimately, I don't know everything. The customer support person does not know everything. The developer does not know everything. So it's a matter of putting aside our egos, our differences, and coming together. That is one big challenge because you know how human beings can get.
Yeah.
Once ego comes into the conversation, we forget about the customer. one way that we have seen as sideline such friction is the fact that we always put the customer first, customer centricity. We tell everything is about the customer. So basically, even if as a product manager you claim you've done all your marketing and your research, and then you come in and customer support says, hold on, I know you spoke to example, but then your current customers are saying, let's do it this way. It is time to put aside what you know and sit down together as a team and try and solve the problem. And one of the challenges we faced as product managers in the company is the fact that every team has their priority. Because of course, every team has certain standards and objectives they have to adhere to. Now, when that happens, there's friction. Because now, probably one team's own is to ensure that they are meeting SLAs of 95%. And then you, the product team, your own is to ensure that you roll out 3 new products. Now, because they have an SLA of 95% now, it means that everything that they are doing is to ensure that they meet that target. You know? Now, if their targets and your targets are not aligned,
you have to meet each other at some point.
That is one very serious challenge that we face. But the point is, the way we've realized as a team, we've been solving it is always putting the customer first. Always. And that's why sometimes, and the beauty of my job is I get to work anywhere I want, well, except in coding. I don't like it. Right. But I get to work. When I say work, not necessarily spend a full day, but then I have an idea of what is going on every day. Exactly. So tomorrow I can have a meeting with you, Esenam. You come and tell me the challenges you as a customer support person is having and solving your customers' issues. I take the feedback. I also relate to the development team who probably will have a different set of priorities. So we all have to come in. Basically, the beauty of my job is I get to work with everyone.
Great.